Hey Libra, Mel, Intuitive Coach here. Excited to bring in your January 2025 love and family reading. Welcome back if you're returning, and welcome if you're new. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Libra, you had a card that it didn't come out, but it wanted to sneak out, and I think I know why, because I am hearing the song Skinny Love by Bon Iver, and the lyrics that I'm picking up on are, I told you to be patient, I told you to be fine, I told you to be balanced, I told you to be kind. So it feels like that is a message coming in from the universe, right? Maybe that's the universe telling you that. I told you to be patient because I feel like timing is a message here. I told you, you'd be fine. Balance, you are the scales, Libra. And then kindness, like being kind to yourself as well. Now, when I think of skinny love, for those of you that may not be familiar with that term, to me, I feel like it's about adding on the layers of conditioning that we tend to do when we go through situations of heartache, right? You have the backstabbing card that came into your cards, but it didn't come out. So I feel like this isn't something that's active here right now. It's something that you've gone through. Someone has stabbed you in the back. Maybe you've gone through a deep ending. Okay, maybe that ended in separation and loss. Perhaps there was deception and lies. Perhaps there was a shocking attack. And I feel like what you're doing is the universe is kind of preparing you for that skinny love. That is a love that is not weighed down by the heartache and the heartbreak, Libra, of some sort of past pain. So that there's a specific message coming in for you right away. And if you haven't heard that song, it's a very, very beautiful song. And I see you're coming out of the cold. You've gone through a period of feeling like you had to maybe hibernate. Some of you put yourself in some sort of timeout period in order for you to get your bearings back or get your footings back. Now, in the past position, you have the picture card. This is about memories. It's about nostalgia. You could be missing someone or missing an experience. But I feel like you're making some new memories here. Because in your present energy, January 2025, you have twin flames. Now, I don't often talk about twin flames here on this channel because I feel like it does get, it gets oversaturated with not skinny love, right? It can be a lot of attachments that come from it. But ultimately, twin flames is a skinny love. It's the yin, the yang, it's balance, it's union, it's duality. It's two polar opposite energies that complement. It's basically one soul that branches off to have two individual experiences. And if you're fortunate enough to connect with your twin flame in one lifetime, that can be one of the most whole, fulfilling, complete energies you'll ever feel in a relationship. So it's showing up here for you. Some of you are either in or are calling in a twin flame union. Now, in your future position, you have Cupid's arrow here. This is love coming in. All right, Libra, there's love coming in. Have faith, right? And that goes back to the lyrics. I told you to be patient. So for those of you that have been single, right, the universe has kind of told you to be patient, that you're going to be fine, to stay balanced, to stay on those scales, Libra. And to be kind to yourself and others because love is coming in. You could even be struck by love. And how interesting is this? Because it says the words struck by love. And over here, you have a lightning strike. You have the shock. There's some sudden change coming in here for you. This is shocking news. This could be a surprise or an epiphany. This could be a transformation. I actually feel like this is a good tower for you. It's not necessarily the tower that we think of in tarot, because I'm not seeing the Tower out here yet. I just feel like this is lightning strikes, and it's going to wake you up in some way. You are showing up as the Hanged Man. So again, if you've been stuck in some sort of timing, or if you feel like timing has been delayed, there's forward movement. Oh my goodness. There's your skinny love right there. You have the Lovers showing up in your environment. Gemini energy. There's some love coming in, some choices being made. Your hope and fear. You have the King of Pentacles. What's the outcome here? What is the outcome for Libra in the month of January 2025? Okay, Libra, stay tuned to the end. You're not going to want to miss out. Bottom of the deck, you have the 10 of Cups. This is the ultimate blessing. It's gratitude. It is emotional fulfillment, right? It's being able to peel back those layers of conditioning and forgiving, even if you've gone through circumstances that have stabbed you. Maybe this was very, very painful. I feel like you can turn something into a sweet experience, hence the pomegranate. You know, on this card, it's the pomegranate that is being stabbed here, and it's representing a heart. But pomegranates, yes, they stain, right? If you've ever cut up a pomegranate, you know that that red stays on your hands for hours and hours, no matter how many times you try to wash it off. But eventually it fades. Eventually it is washed off. So I feel like there was a situation that you've gone through that stained your aura in a sense. It really left a long lasting impact. And I see that you now are able to look at that experience, and you can see the fruitful abundance that may have come from it. Now, some of you were caught up in a gossip ring, or people may have been talking about you, or it feels like there was more than one individual in the past. Now, I'm not going to spend a lot of time there, but I do want to bring it up just because you're starting off with the 5 of Pentacles crossed by the 7 of Wands. And this can be coming in from the cold. And if you felt like you were alienated, again, something left a stain. It left maybe even a scar with the stabbing. And I feel like that scar has healed over is kind of what I'm getting. It's healed over, and it's time for you to leave the perseverance. It's time for you to leave that energy of being in the cold. I feel like you are waking up. There's a sense of waking up coming into this springtime energy. And even though this is the heart of January, I feel like it has to do metaphorically with the seasonal shifts happening within you. And if you have gone through this period of hibernation within your love life, even if you are partnered up, I just see there being a reawakening here. A reawakening, and it's going to strike you. I feel like it's going to come out of the blue. I really do here, Libra. Now, let's dive in. You have the picture card in the past. This is a bit of nostalgia. This is that stain from the pomegranate on your hands. So every time you do anything with your hands, which is most things, we're constantly using our hands throughout the day. You know, you're being reminded of it. So some of you were reminded of a situation that had happened, perhaps by, you know, pictures or maybe items in the home, or it could be through people. It just feels like you had a lot of reminders of some sort of pain, but it was actually to help you evolve. It was to help you grow. And I also see that you're ready now. You are ready to make some new memories, and you're ready to truly come into union with someone who will honor and who will respect and who will bring in patience and balance and kindness. And I feel like you're going to look back and say, wow, everything did turn out fine. Everything did turn out okay, or it will. Like, you are getting to that point of the 10 of Cups. Cupid's arrow, maybe this has to do with February as well. This is the near future position. Perhaps the next 6 to 8 weeks out for you. Surprise invitations. Some of you could be meeting someone through, I mean, this could be online. It could be through some sort of engagement. Maybe you are purchasing a ticket to an event. Okay. I feel like there's something here about love coming in, and you meet someone in maybe an unusual place, or it's with a person that is opposite. Maybe it is someone that you would never have gone for before. And for those, or yeah, you'd never have gone for a person like this. They're not your usual type. I feel like it surprises you. It throws you for a little bit of a curve. For those of you that are in a relationship currently, it feels like this could be your forever partner. You could be married to them already, but maybe things have been tough. Perhaps you are reminiscing and remembering when you fell in love, right? And you may be thinking that you've separated, right? You've separated from this individual. How can we come back together? How can we, spring things up a little bit, spring into, a new energy and regrow something that has been hibernating here. Now, bottom of the deck, you have the shock factor. So again, sudden change, something is coming in here for you, but with your surrounding energies, I feel like this is change for the good. Okay. This is change for the good. This is epiphany. It is a surprise. And I feel like it stems from this love. There's someone offering you this cup of love, or it could be that you have some feelings that bubble up that you haven't felt in quite some time. And I see here that, it does take you by surprise. So when you have the 7 of Wands crossing your path, you may not know what to do with this energy. Should I open up? Should I walk lightly? I feel like this is also about letting your guard down. Okay. Letting your guard down, Libra. And for those of you that have a lot of attachments and baggage tied to that skinny love, right? It's causing it to not be a skinny love, right? I feel like you're doing something about it. You are braving the wild is what I'm getting. So maybe braving the unknown, like stepping into something new. I see all the white. The white is fresh, or it's fresh. It is innocent. It is clean. And it feels like that's what you're wanting to step into here. Now, when the 7 of Wands crosses your path, if you are brave enough to enter into the wild or the unknown, which could be one of the best things that happens here for you. I see that you're scared, but you've come out of everything that has ever challenged you. I want you to remember, Libra, how far you have come on your journey, and you've adapted, right? You have adapted, but you are ready to shed your winter coat. You see that this Arctic fox has this coat that suited him while he was going through the Arctic, but you're coming into something more tropical. Therefore, you don't need your winter coat where you are headed. And I feel like it's a little bit of a challenge to shed, that old coat, because it adds the bundle. It thickens things up. We want a skinny love here. And we are looking at the Page of Swords below you. The Page of Swords is scrutiny, gossip. It can be news of lies or of finding something out. This is in your deep past. This coincides with some sort of behavior, some sort of information that you tried to dissect, right? Maybe that's why we see a pomegranate that's cut to shreds here, and something really left an impact because you were scrutinizing it. You were saying, what could I have done differently, or what went wrong, or, what could I learn from this experience, and how did I contribute? So it's not a pointing a finger. It's not about a blame game. So if we can get out of that blame game and we can look at an opportunity here for growth, that's going to help us wash our hands of the stain that kind of, it's still in your energy in some way. Otherwise it wouldn't have shown up. In the recent past, I see some sort of success here for you, Libra. This is a triumphant success. For some of you, it could be finances, abundance, career. Some of you are getting recognized. You're getting noticed in some way. Even if you're in a relationship, perhaps your family or your spouse or your partner, or even your children may be saying, mom or dad, you look different. You have this glow about you. Or maybe this is something in the physical where you're celebrating a win. You're celebrating something big here. And I also see for some of you, the Six of Wands is your hard work, right? You have gone through a lot, and this could be you celebrating your hard work, but I feel like there are others that also bear the fruit of this. So for example, let's say you were in the midst of a family structure or a family dynamic that was unhealthy, and you decided to break the chain, break the cycle. You decided to make some healthier choices for yourself. Whatever this was here for you, Libra, it has affected everyone because you've set yourself up to be a very good role model for the people around you. So I feel like there is a bit of a round of applause here for you. Now, what's coming in? Struck by love. This is the Knight of Wands. He comes in with intention, or she. It's actually a she here. And what does she have in her hand? She has her bow and arrow. So she is ready to strike while the iron is hot. And it feels like you had to pull back. You had to, just like the arrow, when you're pulling on an arrow, you got to pull back. So you had to look at something from the past. You had to kind of take a couple of steps backwards in order for you to launch. Now, it doesn't mean that, you went backwards, but it feels like you had to evaluate something because that's the inner workings of, an air sign. I'm a Libra sun with an Aquarius moon, and we tend to figure things out. We like the inner workings of how things work, right? That's just part of the air element. And I feel like you did that. You put the work into yourself, and this is about you setting your intention. This is about you setting, your eye on a specific target. And I feel like not only are you hitting that target, but you're hitting the bullseye, because guess what this is? Cupid's arrow. You cannot make this up. You have Cupid's arrow coming in the near future, and you have the potential here for this arrow to be, slung to hit this target. So this is beautiful. Libra, near future, you have the Knight of Cups showing up. Now, the Knight of Cups is showing up as a voyager. You are ruled by Venus. You are someone who loves being in love, right? You are someone who brings your heart to everything that you do, including your relationships. And I feel like you don't want to be naive, but you also are saying, I'm not going to shut my heart down for longer than necessary. Sometimes we got to put up that, out of commission sign, right? While you clean the bathrooms. And I feel like you had to clean some overflow, right? You had to clean something up. But now you're ready to open that heart up to the voyage, to the journey. This is a journey of the heart. And so get ready, because your heart is activated, and I feel like the stars are aligned. There's something about astrology here for you as well. You could be looking at, someone's astrological chart, if this is someone you are currently in a relationship with or someone coming in. If you're doing any online dating, I feel like you are looking at their values, their, astrological placements. You may connect to someone who's deep and intuitive and spiritual as well, because typically if this is a twin flame union, they're the other part of you. And I feel like you're going to teach them. There's something about teaching each other, and you could be sharing, the sun, the moon, and the stars. You could even have conversations about the sun, the moon, and the stars with this individual. Maybe that song is playing, that song by Bon Iver, Skinny Love, in the background when you meet. How amazing would that be? Now, I also see here in your energy, you're waking up. You're waking up from a long slumber is what I'm getting here for you, Libra, but you needed that long slumber because what do we do when we sleep? We heal. It's necessary. We can't go without sleep. So that out of commission sign that you had up, you're now saying, okay, I'm ready. This is a grand opening. This is a new energy that I'm bringing to the mix here. So Libra, if you're in a situation currently where you felt or you feel like you're being left out in the cold, someone is not acknowledging you or recognizing you in some way, I feel like you're asking the question of, can I accept this? Do I want to accept this? Or do I need to make a choice with the Lovers showing up? Do I need to make a choice by honoring my heart and also honoring the other person? Because chances are they're probably not happy either. And I feel like you're waking up to some sort of truth. There is an aha epiphany moment. You see that there's a rainbow that is highlighting the crown chakra of this bat. And so I feel when this is coming up for you, Hanged Man energy, this is letting go of some old beliefs, maybe letting go of a feeling of stuck or, hung up on something or staying in the same exact energy. It's because you have a new perspective of love. You have a new perspective of yourself. Because what have you been doing? You've been peeling back the layers of your own self. And I feel like you're getting down to the truth of what that love really, really is for you. And it starts with the self. But you had to kind of wrap your heart up. Just like that bat, he has the wing over the heart chakra. So it's like you had to protect yourself, or you put yourself in a bit of protection mode. But you're opening your heart up and you're saying, what do I need to do to fully embrace this 10 of Cups? So in your environment, you have the Lovers showing up, 2 candles coming together to create one beautiful spark. I mean, if that's not that twin flame, quite literally the flame of 2 individual energies, that is one spark. So, I mean, you can't make this up. And I'm getting like the violet flame, the purple flame as well. This goes beyond time and space. This goes, this is like cosmic connection energy. You could even be dreaming about this person, finishing their sentences. I feel like there's such a clear knowing that you've definitely been in lifetimes before, and there is a clear understanding. It's like you just get each other. Now, for those of you that are stuck between a rock and a hard place, the Lovers can be making that choice that is uncomfortable, but you know that love is important. You know that love shouldn't be weighed down by resentments and bitterness and pain and lies and deception. If that's where you're at, I feel like you are choosing a path where you can connect to an individual who is your counterpart, someone who is, a better fit for you, Libra. What's going on in your hopes and fears? You have the King of Pentacles. A lot of respect. I love the King of Pentacles. Look at him here. He's out in nature. This is someone who loves, hiking and being with the animals and the birds. They probably have a dog or a cat. They probably love to be outside in the wild. Maybe this person is, a fisherman or a, outdoorsy type of individual, or a fisherwoman. Yes, this is the masculine energy, but I feel like this is an energy that you are hoping for. Okay. An energy you're hoping for. And it can be the counterpart of you. So you most likely, Libra, are someone who is either very well respected, someone who enjoys nature, being outside, the birds, the animals. And how interesting that he's holding a bird. First of all, air, the wings, that's you, but it's a baby bird. There's a baby bird in his hand, and you got to be gentle, right? He knows that. He knows how to be gentle in order to really take care of and nurture something here. And I feel like this is what you are hoping. You're hoping that someone can be gentle and nurturing and to grow something quite beautiful. because they know how. They have wisdom. This person could have maybe salt and pepper colored hair, or they have maybe some gray, or they have a beard, mustache. I also see that this person is very wise. They may have some beautiful smile lines or like laugh lines I'm getting, possibly green or blue eyes as well. Now I feel like there's a lot of beauty and a lot of growth within this individual. They're also very attractive because they're kind on the inside, right? They're kind on the inside, and that's going to make them all the more attractive. And you're going to feel very attracted to them. They're very attracted to you. And you're coming out of the cold, right? The king can pull up any energy. Oh, wow, look at what's on that Five of Pentacles, a bird. He's holding that bird. So there's something about being gentle with your heart, Libra, because you've been through a lot. Wow. Oh my goodness. I love all of the synchronicities. If you've been asking for a sign, you're going to start to see them. What's your final outcome? We have the Four of Wands. It's also the 1111 twin flame energy. The Four of Wands is marriage. This could be a relationship that leads to marriage. If you currently are in this relationship and you are knowing that this is your person, I mean, I definitely see that there's long-term growth available here with someone. Okay, if you both are respecting each other, if you both are kind and patient, and I'm now seeing that poem, even though those were lyrics in the song, I'm seeing that poem, love is patient, love is kind. And I feel like maybe those were some, maybe that's a poem that you read. It could be part of someone's vows. Perhaps it's in a picture. That could also be a sign that comes in letting you know that you are with your forever person or calling your forever person in. But the Four of Wands is celebration, moving in together, marriage, stability, family. It leads to the whole 9 yards. It is the most celebratory home and hearth energy there is. Libra, you are in your element here. Beautiful. All right. Let's get a message from the wisdom of the oracle. What do we have for Libra? You are blessed. Libra, January is looking good for you. Absolutely. You are so very blessed. And what did we say again? Another synchronicity. 10 of Cups, I said, is the ultimate blessing. Is someone getting proposed to, maybe even married? Or this is a union that you will see is your forever. Okay, this definitely is a union that is going to complement you in some way. It doesn't mean you're never going to have some ups and downs, but it means that you respect each other enough not to shoot daggers, not to call names, not to disrespect, but to honor and work through some of those issues together, and to be kind and to do it in a balanced way and to do it in a patient way. Patience and understanding is required. And I do feel 2-2. What does that equal? 4, your Four of Wands. 2 also is the number of partnerships. It's the number of choice. It is reflection and duality. So I see some of you could even be meeting someone with a bit of a diverse background than you. Okay, maybe you are city and they're country, and that comes together. Or maybe they were brought up in a different region or a completely different background than you. I feel like there's something very opposite, but also there's something very familiar and at home, because after all, it is the other part of your soul. So blessing showing up. Libra, let's get a message from the crystal spirits. At this time, if you can safely do so, please close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in from your solar plexus chakra, your belly area. Nice big inhale. Hold it as long as you can. And release through the mouth with a nice deep sigh. And with your eyes still closed, tune into your third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows and your forehead region. And I want you to imagine the first crystal or gemstone that shows up in your mind's eye. Now your crystal could hold a specific shape, size, or color. Could be in the shape of a heart. Maybe it fits in your palm. Your crystal could be shown as a pendant or a ring. Maybe giving off beautiful colors of pink, purple, rainbow, ocean blue. Your crystal could show up as a specific name. Maybe you know the name of it. And if not, that's okay. Just tune into the frequencies that it's giving off. Maybe that of unconditional love, strength, protection, or power. There is no right or wrong, Libra. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you're ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, all you need to do is drop your crystal in the comment section below. Whether it's the name of the crystal, this could be the shape, the size, the color. I have to chuckle here because you heard that little pause that I had. It was because I was seeing a multifaceted, beautiful energy of the diamond, and I wasn't quite sure at the top of my head how to bring that about. And look what just came up here for you, Libra. You have the diamond. You have the diamond here. So a lot of you, this is a diamond ring coming in, okay? Some of you may have seen multifaceted, colors that sometimes that diamond can really shine off of everything. This is such a beautiful energy. And how are diamonds formed? Under pressure. This is the priceless gift of time and pressure combined, beauty and strength arising from trials and challenges. This is the right use of power. Your ability to act lovingly is strong today, amplified by diamond spirit. You are filled with love and capable of deep compassion, even as you speak the truth about how others' behavior affects you. Use your power to set boundaries, to say no and mean it, to listen with an open heart and open mind before making a decision, and to express compassion without giving up your integrity. All this wells up from the wisdom you have earned from your previous challenges. You do know better now. And I say this all the time. Once you know better, you do better. And so I love that that's coming in for you because you do know better. At the same time, be sure that you don't come on so strong that others feel intimidated. Forcefulness is not necessary. Pay attention to whether someone seems afraid to contradict you, for you might unwittingly be discouraging them from owning their power. Be loving, be strong, be compassionate, and exercise right use of power with everyone you connect with today. Now, diamonds are formed in Earth's mantle, right? Earth's energy. We have the King of Pentacles coming up, who is an earth element. They can be formed in Earth. They can also be formed in a lab or due to a collision of an asteroid. And we see here that there's a shock. So there could be some sort of, collision of divine destiny, divine intervention taking place here for you, Libra. However, they come into being. They teach us that extreme pressure and hardship can transform even the most extraordinary into something incredibly strong and beautiful. Diamond Spirit asks us to contemplate how something that felt unbearable may have actually assisted us to become more fully who we are. Can you see how strong you are now? I see it here for you, Libra. You are a diamond in the rough. And I feel like There are beautiful blessings bringing love into your life. Keep that heart open. That's a big message here. Keep that heart open, because our first inclination, our first, gut response is to shut down, right? Spirit is saying, don't shut down. There are opportunities here for, many cups to be filled. And I feel like, yes, there is a choice that you may need to make, right? The choice to close off yourself to love or open yourself up to love. Whatever that looks like, that is your choice and your choice alone. But I also feel like, moving forward with intuition and clarity is part of that Knight of Cups coming in. Libra, that's what I have for you, January 2025. If you like the reading, please hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, subscribe, and hit that bell if you haven't already. And of course, do drop your crystal or crystals, whether you had more than one, drop them below. Thank you so much for tuning in. Lots of love.